I'm Teacher Ma from Kangaroo Study, and for this video, we're going to cover one of the prelim hard questions from ITONS 2024, paper 2, question 11. So before we start explaining, I will give you a chance to try to solve this question by yourself. So you can try to pause here and try this question. And now, let's continue. Over here, Jeff bought some cherries and gave half of them to Case. And then Case bought some strawberries and gave half of them to Jeff. But just reading the first sentence, I'm already confused. What does it try to say? Now, let me give you a hint. What it's actually trying to say. Let's say I have $20. For me, Teacher Ma, I have $20. And I give to another teacher called Teacher Smith. For Smith, I give him half of my money. So which is, how much money? Which is $10, yes. So I give him $10, which is half of my money. But my money will become how much money? $10. My money became $10. So actually, I give him half of my money. And afterwards, the money we have is what relation, class? Now it's half. It's the same. We have the same money afterwards. So in this case, if I give someone half, afterwards we have the same amount. And that is what the question is trying to say. So over here, that actually means Jeff bought some cherries and gave half of them to Kiss. So after he given, the number of strawberries that Kiss had and Jeff had should be what relation? Yes, they should be the same. And how about, Kiss also buy some strawberries and give half of them to Jeff. So the strawberries that Jeff and Casey have should be what relation? And also be the same. Now, that's actually the meaning of the first sentence. The total, the number of cherry they both have is the same. The strawberries they both have is also the same. But afterwards, we have some changes. For example, Jeff ate 12 strawberries and Kiss ate 18 cherries. Oh, Jeff only eats strawberry, but do he eat cherries? Not really. And Kiss ate 18 cherries, but did he eat strawberries? Not really. And afterwards, we have the number of strawberries that cherry had were in a ratio of 1:7. Oh, it's the relation between the strawberry and cherries for Jeff. And also we have the relation between the strawberries and cherries for Case. It's 1:4. We have two ratios. Now, all these changes and so many ratios already make us confused. So, my question is, how can we visualize all these relationships? Yes, by drawing a model. But where should we start drawing the model? Do we know the relationship between the strawberries and cherries at the beginning? No, we do not know. We only know for one person, strawberry and cherries. So we can just starting from the first person's strawberry and cherry, which is Jeff. Now, if we draw Jeff over here, we have strawberry and cherry. I use S to represent strawberry and C to represent cherry. For strawberry, it's how many units? The strawberry and cherry has a ratio of 1:7, so it should be, yes, 1 unit. So for strawberry, I need to draw 1 unit. So over here, I draw 1 unit. Oh, there's a little sounded 1 unit, and that is 1 unit. For cherry, I need to draw how many units? Yes, I should draw 7 units because it's corresponding to 7 and it's corresponding to cherry. So for cherry, I need to draw 7 units. So first, draw a very long, and then we cut into 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now that is the 7 units. We have, after we draw the model, but this is the model that after Jeff ate some strawberries. But how about at beginning? This is afterwards. How about beginning? Yes, we need to draw another 12. And this 12 is which one? It's the strawberries. So to find our original, we need to add the 12 strawberries. That is 12. But currently, we do not know the 12 is more than 1 unit or less than 1 unit. So we just draw it differently to represent this 12. And then let's move on. How about Case? For Kiss, we also have strawberry and cherry. And how long should I draw for Kiss strawberry? Any ideas? Did Kiss eat any strawberries? No, he didn't. But the amount the strawberries Jeff and Casey have should be what relation? They should be the same at the beginning. So in this case, the length I should draw should be the same as Jeff. This long. Corresponding down, same length. And then that will be the 1 unit for Kiss. How about chocolate? Chocolate should be how many units? 4 units. Very good. So in this case, chocolate should be 4 units. So I need to draw 4 of this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 units. 4 units. But afterwards, the strawberries of Kiss doesn't change. Kiss only eats 18 cherries. So the cherries, is it the original ones? No, it's not. Because he ate 18 to get this length. So what should we do to find the original? Yes, we also add 18. We also add 18. So we add 18, 18. But the cherries, both of them have, should be what relation, class? Yes, and from the first information, this should be the same because he shared half of it. So cherry and afterwards should be the same, but strawberry also the same. Now we have the same. We have the model drawing, and here I have a question. Now, the 1 unit for Jeff and 1 unit for Kiss, is it the same? And no, it's not. But can we make it the same? Jeff's 1 unit and 12 joined together, it became Kiss 1 unit. So in this case, if you need to unify, what should we do about Kiss 1 unit? Yes, we need to cut a 12 out. So in this case, corresponding down, and that will be 12. So also we can cut Kiss 1 unit into 1 unit and 12. Now do we have the same unit? Yes, we have. And then what should we do about the rest of the units for Kiss? Yes, all cut into 1 unit and 12. So we cut into 1 unit and 12, 1 unit and 12, 1 unit and 12, 1 unit and 12, 1 unit and 12. And this is 12. Okay, now class, let's take a look. 12, 12, 12, 12, 18. And the cherries they have, it should be the same. So let's take a look. How many units we have at the top for cherry? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. And below we have how many units? Below we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. What's the difference in units? 7 units and 4 units. Difference is 3 units. And these 3 units, it should be corresponding to how much? And these 3 units should be corresponding to 12, 12, 12, 12, 18. So that's how we get it. So 3 units. 3 units is actually corresponding to 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 18. Plus 12 again and plus 18. And give us equals to 66. So we have, after we add all the numbers, that will correspond to 3 units. And 1 unit will be 1 unit. It will simply be 66 divided by 3 and give us equals to 22. So 1 unit is 22 cherries or 22 fruits. Now moving on, what are we finding? We find how many strawberries the case by. Now, does that correspond to the strawberry case by? This is the strawberries case got after he shared half of them to Jeff. So actually the amount she buy is actually twice of this before sharing to Jeff. Now how many units we have for all the strawberries? Yeah, 2 units and also how much? 24. So the total Kiss strawberries will be equals to 2 units, 2 times 22 plus another 12 and another 12. 12 times 2 and give us equals to how much? We have 44 plus 24. We get equals to 68. So the answer will be 68. So here we have So inside this question, let's do a summary. At the very beginning, it's very hard for us to understand the first sentence because I share half of them to another person. The hidden information is trying to say that both of us had the same amount. So given half is actually corresponding to both are equal. Given half is actually equivalent to both are equal. Afterwards, we try to draw the model. But where should we start drawing? We start drawing from the ratio relationship. Afterwards, we find the backwards. We find the original ones. And this method is called working backwards. But why working backwards? It's because, do we know the relation at the beginning? Do we know the relation between strawberries and cherries at the beginning? We do not know. We only know after some changes, we get 1:7. So we draw the afterwards and find back the original. And that is why we're using working backwards. So another one, this is the first one. And the second one will be working backwards. Working backwards. Now, here we have a summary of this question. And you can try to understand it and redo this one more time. Now, if you want to know more about PSLE, you can try to scan the QR code to join our study group and also help you to answer questions inside the study group. And also we'll share some free events, for example, mock exams and open classes. Or you can try to scan the QR code to directly contact me. And I'll see you soon in our next video.